Is geography destiny? Are we prisoners of the lands we inhabit? Do mountains dictate our borders, rivers chart our course, and resources determine our wealth? From the rise and fall of empires to the distribution of wealth and power, the physical landscape of our planet has undeniably shaped the human story. Geographical determinism, the idea that physical features dictate the fate of nations, has long held sway. Mountains, often insurmountable barriers, have separated communities, fostering distinct cultures and languages. Rivers, on the other hand, have served as arteries of trade, communication, and cultural exchange. The availability of natural resources has fueled economic growth and technological advancement, but also sparked conflict and exploitation. However, the narrative of geographical determinism is not without its flaws. Human ingenuity, technological innovation, and global connections have challenged the notion that we are merely pawns in a game dictated by geography. While the physical landscape provides a stage, it is ultimately human choices that determine the course of history. Mountains, with their imposing heights and treacherous terrain, have long served as natural barriers, shaping political boundaries and influencing cultural development. The Himalayas have isolated the Indian subcontinent, fostering distinct cultures and languages. The Andes Mountains shaped South America's cultural landscape, separating the Inca Empire from the Amazon tribes. Rivers, in contrast, have facilitated movement, trade, and cultural exchange. The Nile River provided fertile land, transportation, and water for irrigation. Its annual floods ensured agricultural abundance, supporting early civilizations. The Mississippi River facilitated trade, connecting the continent's interior to the Gulf of Mexico. Geography through mountains and rivers shapes human societies in diverse ways. Russia, the world's largest country by landmass, offers a compelling case study in the challenges and opportunities presented by a vast and unforgiving geography. Spanning 11 time zones and encompassing diverse climates and terrains, Russia grapples with the tyranny of distance. The Eurasian steppe has historically been both a blessing and a curse. Fertile soil supported nomadic cultures but made the region vulnerable to invasion. From Mongol hordes to Napoleon, Russia's history shows the challenges of its open geography. The long coastline offers trade routes but is also vulnerable to attack. Despite challenges, Russia's geography provides vast natural resources. These resources fuel economic growth and provide geopolitical leverage. In stark contrast to Russia's sprawling landmass, Egypt's story is inextricably linked to the Nile River, a lifeline in the midst of a vast desert. The Nile, flowing north from the highlands of Ethiopia, provided the ancient Egyptians with everything they needed to thrive: fertile land, water for irrigation, and a means of transportation. The river's annual floods deposited nutrient-rich silt along its banks, creating an agricultural oasis in the otherwise arid landscape. This predictable and bountiful agricultural production allowed the ancient Egyptians to develop a complex civilization, complete with monumental architecture, sophisticated writing systems, and advanced astronomical knowledge. The Nile also served as a unifying force, connecting Upper and Lower Egypt and facilitating trade, communication, and cultural exchange. Even today, the Nile remains the lifeblood of Egypt. The Aswan High Dam, completed in 1970, provides hydroelectric power and regulates the river's flow, ensuring a more predictable water supply for agriculture. The presence of abundant natural resources can be both a blessing and a curse, as exemplified by the experiences of resource-rich countries around the world. On the one hand, resources like oil, natural gas, diamonds, and precious metals can fuel economic growth, provide government revenue, and attract foreign investment. However, resource wealth can also lead to a phenomenon known as the resource curse, characterized by corruption, inequality, and a lack of economic diversification. Countries overly reliant on a single resource often experience boom and bust cycles, leaving them vulnerable to price fluctuations in the global market. Nigeria, Africa's largest oil producer, provides a stark example of the resource curse. Despite its vast oil wealth, Nigeria suffers from high levels of poverty, corruption, and environmental degradation. Similarly, the Democratic Republic of Congo, endowed with vast reserves of diamonds, cobalt, and other minerals, remains one of the poorest and most conflict-ridden countries in the world. While geography undoubtedly shapes the course of nations, it is not an insurmountable destiny. The story of Singapore, a small island nation located at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula, stands as a testament to human ingenuity and the power of strategic planning in overcoming geographic constraints. Lacking natural resources and facing limitations in land and fresh water, Singapore could have easily remained an insignificant backwater. However, through strategic investments in education, infrastructure, and a business-friendly environment, Singapore transformed itself into a global hub for trade, finance, and technology. Recognizing its strategic location at the crossroads of major shipping lanes, Singapore developed a world-class port, becoming a vital link in the global supply chain. The government's focus on education and attracting foreign investment fostered a highly skilled workforce and attracted multinational corporations, further boosting the country's economic growth. Singapore's success story demonstrates that while geography may impose limitations, it does not dictate destiny. The relentless march of technology, coupled with the rise of globalization, has led some to argue that geography is becoming increasingly irrelevant. Advances in transportation, communication, and information technology have shrunk distances, facilitating the movement of goods, people, and ideas across the globe. The internet in particular has revolutionized the way we communicate, access information, and conduct business. Physical boundaries are becoming less significant as virtual connections bridge continents and connect people from all corners of the world. E-commerce platforms allow businesses to reach customers worldwide, while digital nomads can work remotely from virtually anywhere with an internet connection. Globalization, driven by free trade agreements and the integration of global supply chains, has also blurred traditional geographic boundaries. While technology and globalization have undoubtedly challenged the deterministic view of geography, it would be premature to declare geography irrelevant. The physical landscape, with its mountains, rivers, coastlines, and resource endowments, continues to shape our world in profound ways. Control of strategic waterways, such as the Strait of Hormuz or the South China Sea, remains a source of tension and potential conflict. Access to natural resources, particularly in an era of climate change and resource scarcity, will continue to shape international relations and influence national security strategies. Furthermore, geography continues to influence cultural development and identity. The physical environment, with its unique climates, landscapes, and ecosystems, continues to influence cultural practices, beliefs, and values. In an increasingly complex and interconnected world, understanding the enduring influence of geography is more important than ever. From addressing global challenges like climate change and resource scarcity, to mitigating the risks of conflict and promoting sustainable development, geographic literacy is essential. Policymakers, business leaders, and citizens alike need to be aware of the geographic factors that shape our world. Understanding the distribution of natural resources, the location of strategic waterways, and the vulnerabilities of different regions to climate change is crucial for making informed decisions. For example, as the world transitions to a low-carbon economy, understanding the geographic distribution of renewable energy resources will be essential for developing sustainable energy strategies. Geography has always played a role in shaping patterns of cooperation and conflict, and this influence is likely to persist in the 21st century. The uneven distribution of natural resources, coupled with the challenges of climate change, has the potential to exacerbate existing tensions and spark new conflicts. For example, competition for scarce water resources in regions like the Middle East and North Africa could lead to increased tensions and instability. Similarly, the melting of Arctic ice, opening up new shipping routes and access to natural resources, has the potential to create new geopolitical rivalries. On the other hand, geography can also foster cooperation. Shared challenges, such as climate change, transboundary pollution, and the management of shared resources, can create incentives for countries to work together to find solutions. The relationship between geography and human destiny is complex and multifaceted. While geography undoubtedly shapes the course of nations, influencing political power, cultural development, and economic success, it is not an insurmountable destiny. Human ingenuity, technological innovation, and the evolving tapestry of global connections have challenged the deterministic view of geography. Understanding the enduring influence of geography is crucial for navigating the complexities of our interconnected world. By recognizing the enduring influence of geography, while also acknowledging the agency of human choice and the transformative potential of technology, we can develop more informed and effective strategies for addressing the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. Geography may not be destiny, but it remains a powerful force shaping our world, and understanding its influence is essential for navigating the future.